Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's DIYs. Today's tutorial or DIY is going to be a very easy DIY. I'm not going to say that it's going to be quick, but it is going to be very easy. As you can see here, I'm starting out with these pieces that I picked up from my local Goodwill, again on Dollar Sundays, so I paid $1 for the entire set. These are shadow boxes, and they come in 3 different sizes. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be a pretty easy DIY, but not so much as too quick. But I will, time lapse the video to make sure it's an appropriate length and it's not going on too long. So as you can see, with this particular shadow box, it has some type of a plastic layer over the wood. So I'm going to be taking my heat gun and I'm going to try to remove all of this covering off of here because it's already damaged and you can't really sand it down. So I want to just remove all of it. But all the materials that are going to be used in this DIY, I will show you them as the video progresses. However, all the materials will be listed in the description box below the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to tell you right now, don't mind the noise because the heat gun is kind of loud. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your heat gun and you're going to put it on the high setting so it'll heat the glue up underneath it. So again, as you can see, I'm going to try to start removing here since it's already lifted. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm heating that plastic here. Okay, and I'm going to take my scraper with the blade and I'm just going to go behind it. So I'm going to heat it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to go behind it, lift and peel. So you see it's coming right off. Once you heat the glue up, it'll come right off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I already showed you the process. Just please be very careful because the heating gun gets really hot and you're going to need something to scrape with, and you're going to need something a little sharp, not too sharp, but just has a really thin edge to go behind it. So please be careful not to cut yourself or burn yourself. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and finish this up and remove all of this, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, so for this portion of the project, this is the paint that I'm using. I picked this up at Walmart. It is a Color Place Ultra Interior Paint in Front. And just want to go ahead and spread your paint out. Really don't need to apply anymore until you see that the paint is not spreading anymore. And just keep going back and forth with the strokes. And if you don't want to use a brush, with this particular type of wood, which is kind of like impressed wood or paperboard wood, but you don't really have to worry about brush strokes because of the type of material that it's made out of, so it's going to absorb the paint. So I'm just going to add a little bit more paint, go in and spread that across. See, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's the wood is really porous, so it's soaking in the paint and not creating brush strokes, which is good because I hate brush strokes. That's why anytime you... Okay, so this is what it looks like with one layer of paint on it. And I'm not sure if you can really see, again, how porous that is. So the paint didn't really take that well. So I'm going to go in with another layer or maybe 2 to make sure that it's completely covered before I start adding the gold metallic and the silver metallic paint to it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish these. I have the other 2 sitting here, as you can see, drying. I only did the insides of them myself. Okay, so for this next portion, okay, well, this is what the cubes look like after they have been painted with 2 coats of primer and paint. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be applying these mini mosaic mirrors. I'm going to be applying 3 layers to mine. It's not exactly wide enough for 3 layers, but that's what I'm going to do with mine. And I'm going to be using E6000 glue to do that. I do apologize for the lighting. I'm hoping this isn't too bright for you, but you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be adding the mini mosaic mirrors around the edge of all 3 cubes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of E6000. Alright, and I'm going to spread it. Even though these are self-adhesive mosaic tiles, I want this to be secure. I don't want them to come off. So I'm spreading out the E6000 to provide a secure hold. Alright. So I'm going to take this to the very edge, turn this so I can see it, taking it to the very edge of the corners. And that's how you're going to be placing them. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, come back and show you what each of them look like with the mirrors on them. Okay, and this is what all 3 boxes look like with the mirrors. You have your smaller one, your medium size, and your larger one. Okay, so now I didn't have enough mirrors to do the back, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these around, and I'm going to be applying these self-adhesive gold bling wrap that I purchased at the dollar store, and this is in a champagne gold color. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on the back of here. So I'm just going to measure out, and this is also going to be measuring 3. So I'm going to cut out a strip. Of 3. Now, I'm not sure how good these stick. So if you do have to go in and add some E6000 to it, you can go ahead, but I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, so I may just go back in and apply it later. But I'm going to measure out. I'm going to stick it, cut it to my desired length. Okay, and that's what it should look like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this to all of them, come back, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Okay, and this is what your pieces look like with the bling wrap on them. All 3 pieces are done, as you can see. Alright, so the next step is we're going to take the pieces and we are going to stack them on top of each other to create some type of accent or three-dimensional, 3D, should I say, home decor. Okay, so the way I decided to do it is, okay, first I'm going to turn it around to the mirror portion, right? And then I want to take the larger one first, this way. No, actually, this way. Okay, and I'm just going to alternate them. So I have the gold here, the mirror here. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to stack it on top and turn it on an angle, sort of center to center. So I'm going to stand up for this, center to center, like so. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Let me turn this so you can see. And we're going to do the same thing to the smaller piece. We're going to add that on top, but we're going to face it mirror front. So again, it's going to, everything's going to be on an angle, like so. Alright, and be careful, make sure your mirrors are dry. Some of mine are still a little bit loose, but this is how we're going to be doing it. Okay, so the way I'm going to keep these together is I'm going to be using some liquid nails. Alright, so I'm going to put these together and come back and show you what it looks like after. Okay everyone, so I'm back. So it looks like we're not going to be using the liquid nails for this project. Number one, because it seems the tube that I purchased was old. Look at this. This is what I got. This is the liquid nails. So of course this is going to be going back to Home Depot and with some hot glue just to keep it secured. Okay, and then I'm going to take my piece. I'm going to angle it the way that I want it. And then I'm going to place it down. So I do have a little bit of play here before the hot glue dries. Alright. And that's how I want it. So as you can see, this is what I'm working with. Okay, so now we're going to add the top up here. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a generous amount of E6000 in the center. Follow up on either side. A generous amount of hot glue just to make sure that it's sturdy and it doesn't move while we're working with it. I'm going to take my piece, and remember this piece we're facing forward. So the bottom piece is mirror forward, middle piece is bling wrap forward, and the top piece is mirror forward. And we're just going to angle that. Okay, so here we are back. And I just wanted to show you what I did. Okay, I did add some embellishments. I had these buttons that I had taken off of a bed frame. It was a tough bed frame with these buttons on here. So I embellished the mirror side with the buttons, as you can see. And for the gold, I'm just going to go in with these little gems as well and put those on the corners as well. So add a dab of glue, find the center, add the gem, hold it, alright, and that's what it should look like. Okay, so I'm going to finish that, come back, and then we're going to move on to the next. And here's the completed project. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I do want to let you know that I did not applied the blended paints, the acrylic, metallic gold, and metallic silver, as I forgot to pick them up when I was at Walmart. So I embellished the outside with a combination of glitters of copper, gold, silver, and a dark gray. This is what you see on the inside and the outside of the shelving unit. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think it came out absolutely gorgeous. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe as well as hit that notification bell. We would love for you to be a part of the Joy's DIY family. Please like and share, as this does help my channel. Once again, it's always my pleasure to bring you tutorials and DIYs, and hope to see you back soon. God bless.